As you guys already know, top of the month as always. Welcome to the Freedom Cage podcast, where we lock into a free state of mind each and every pay week on all DSP, of course. And to my right, I got my main guy, my ace, my left, my right this week, Shawn, better known as the Singing on all your socials.
You know.
And me, Kenny, also known as King Catholic on all your socials. But today, man.
Oh, man, my brother's back, man. Oh, this guy. Been waiting to talk to you for 2 weeks.
Listen, man, it was a hell of a trip. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely get into that. But
Yeah. Right. How you been, man? I know it's hot where you was, but it's gotta give you a quick update on the weather, man. It's been fooling us out here, man. It's been saying 60s, so it was cool one morning. You stepped out, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
heat been creeping up on us in the noon, man.
Oh no! I mean, yeah. On my end, it was out the entire time, as you can expect, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Caribbean sun is something completely different. But other than that, I'm cool, man.
But a quick question for you, man. Like, I know when you was away, you wasn't shying away from random calls. You know what I'm saying? Uber, whatever it may be. But when you back home in the States, how often are you picking up the phone on non-saved numbers?
Never, bro.
Never. Like, it's funny. Like, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., you might get me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be a work thing. It might be something that, like, I did tell him give me a call. He might have got it from somebody at the, hello, you know what I mean? You hit him with the Kenny speaking. You know what I'm saying? When it's, you try to be professional. But any time after 6 o'clock, before 8, weekend shit, like, I had a Sunday morning, 7:55, like, Kentucky call. I said,
what?
I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? Then I called back to back. I said, wait a minute. Do I know anybody in Kentucky that'll be in distress right now? You know what I mean? You start thinking about it. I'm like, nah. They're going to have to hit me on the voicemail. Still not doing it.
Nah, yeah. Somebody, so it's funny. I got some random number texting me yesterday talking about, what's up? Haven't seen you since last time. I'm like, this don't even sound like right English. And then literally, bro, I delete that message and probably like 2-3 hours later, where you at right now? I was like, oh, hell no. Like, they really be trying to act like they know you to get you to fucking bite.
Yeah, I don't know what I signed up for in the last 3 or 4 months, but I know somebody sold my number to the dark web, man.
Oh, yeah.
I've been getting all kinds of, like, yo, your USPS packages waiting on you. And where are you? I'm like, wait a minute. What?
Hell yeah.
Off.
Yeah, man. But listen, so this morning it was funny, right? My son he's on his last legs this summer. So, he's trying to stay up late, you know what I mean? So a lot of times I catch him and, he's up late and he likes still falling asleep either with the iPad playing something or he's using another device. So this morning, I didn't really hear it as loud as it usually is, but I hear something coming out of his room. So I go and walk into the room, bro, and Malcolm X is playing. And I'm like,
Brother D.
You know what I mean? And it was around that time when, he was going from, his funky hustler style into when he was joining the Nation. And I'm like, yo, was my son really watching Malcolm X and it put him to sleep? Like, I don't know.
What's up? Oh, wait. Oh, he was sleeping. He was sleeping when he walked in.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, it is a long movie. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
3 hours.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, you got to take that in doses if you could. Yeah, man. You got to quiz him on it the next morning. They're like, hey, how was last night? You know what I mean? How you feeling today? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. We had to take him to the doctor today. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he got all his paperwork, everything good. Free paper burn next week, brother.
Yeah, that's it. And dropped off with the hooligans, man. Y'all got to go learn something.
Yeah, man. Big 7th grade vibes. And then, how about you, brother? Lennox.
Me, all the misses, man. We ain't ready. We're not ready, man. We're not prepared for it. Like, it's what, like with the girls, it was different. You know what I mean? The first one, it was your oldest. We both, super hands on. The second one, she kind of got cut short with COVID. You know what I'm saying? So she had like 2 months of school and she was right back with us. This one, though, man, I'm not going to lie. It's hurting a little bit, man. I don't think I'm ready for the drop off myself because, he's still, potty trainer's getting better. Still no number 2s yet, but the number 1s is solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Number 2 is he out there finding the dark corner by himself. But, yeah, man, I don't know if he's ready for it, man. But we ain't got no choice. We got about 10 days, man.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. Listen, shout out to everybody. If your kids are back in school, I hope the transition was good. I hope they woke up okay. And if they didn't, I pray for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a rough couple of weeks for them to get back in the rhythm. And then it's funny maneuvering through this week, bro. I've been on meetings, back to back to back, just catching up with everything. First week back. It wasn't until this afternoon when we sent out like an early dismissal email, I realized that Monday's actually Labor Day, bro. I had all kinds of plans to have meetings, to wake up Monday and get right back to work.
I'm so happy you ain't get to hit send on none of them Monday 9:45 a.m. joints. You'd have caught a canceled, not doing it, can't do it. Sorry, sir. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, how you think it's September, bro? Yeah, you just got back.
That just shows y'all I have no coordination of time right now, man. Everything was just wake up, drink, go to sleep, wake up, drink, party, all that shit. So yeah, vacation.
Yeah. Vacations is dope when you just vacations is dope when you just like, wait, what's today? All right. All right.
Yeah, man. So you come back with just you ready to go. Like everybody's like, slow down. I get that you're refreshed, but we were working last week. So you know what I mean? Give us some time to catch up with your speed, man. But so some quick acknowledgments before we get started, man. Happy belated birthday to my good friend, WNBA player Kelsey Plum. She does not know who I am, but in my mind, she does. She's one of my favorite WNBA players. I actually got to see her episode on All the Smoke. And I mean, the girl is tremendous. The interesting thing about that interview, that's when she was still with Darren Waller. So it's interesting to hear her talk about how they connected and then see where she is now. The Aces seem to be getting things together, even though they took an L last night. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. Yeah, man. Also, man, happy belated birthday to Kevin and Derek. This is my good friend and colleagues, Michelle's sons. August babies, really good kids. Kevin actually just started college today, so shout out to him getting things going, man. So yeah, man, the kids are getting to it. They get into the business, man. That is the next generation. That is the future.
It's dope when you see them turn into young adults, man.
Yo, man, for real. And today is actually the 61-year anniversary of MLK's, Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech from the March on Washington to support jobs and freedom. And there was so many gems in that actual speech. But I believe the one thing that stood out to me was when they were asking for the Negro to stand in content with the current way of things. That is not going to be the way that we're going to move if America is going to go back to business as usual. And I believe that stands firm as we look at health disparities today, as we look at the unequitable opportunities that are out there for Black, Indigenous, and people of color. So, his words still stand true. But 61 years, man, we're still fighting. But like I was talking to someone earlier today, man, we won't really be able to change anything for ourselves unless we empower ourselves, educate ourselves, and put ourselves in financial positions to do things for each other. So I hope you're out there, doing what you got to do, man. Support to you and applaud to y'all, man.
Preach, man. You got a dream, run it up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what's up. Oh man, quick RIP, unfortunately, 4-year anniversary, unfortunately, for the Black Panther. Mr. Chadwick Boseman, man. Lost him to cancer, unfortunately. That was a quick 4 years. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, man. Hell of an actor. Did a lot too for the community, but man, as always, man. R.I.P.
Yeah, man. As we always say, man, F cancer. We are not with it. Yeah, man. Definitely R.I.P. to him. He's talking about my beautiful vacation, but I promise I will not indulge too much to y'all because I know, some of us didn't get to go away. Some of us probably wish we were still away. But listen, man, Mexico
before you even get started, man, I gotta know about the food. was the foods there that didn't pass the unattractive test?
Bro, when I tell you we did not enjoy all of the food at the resort. You know what I mean? And we really did not enjoy all the food at the resort. The best thing about this resort was the Coco Cafe. and I think my wife will agree in the chat. The Coco Cafe, brother, had all the coffees you liked. It had all the best desserts. It even had these nice little croissants and sandwiches. It was the best place
It was a spot.
in the building. You know what I mean? The second best place I think we went to was the Blue Water Grill or something like that. They had steaks in there. They had like some decent food, and the dessert was okay. But all the other places, it was all right. They had like little buffet style special nights, 2 nights out the week. Those were okay, bro. It really did like knock my socks off as far as the food.
Yeah. My bad. I know I just had to find out about the food first. Go ahead, brother. How was Mexico, man? Talk about it. Let me know.
Definitely. So Mexico, like I said, Mexico owes me nothing, man. Swim up pools are not just a gold mine for, really enjoying your vacation while you're staying cool and getting your drink, but they also actually turned out to be a networking gold mine. It could just be the new frame of mind that I'm in. I met a lot of really cool people. Somebody from Rome that's actually in insurance. I met a guy from Jersey who's in supply chain. So it was actually cool going up. Of course, I have my tattoos, so I got to connect with a lot of dudes who had some good work on their bodies. So it was really just talking about, how long we were in the chair, what we were still planning to do. One guy was still he was talking about, because he's in corporate, we were talking about why we didn't go too further in our tattoos.
Beyond the elbow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's interesting how like-minded people are when you're thinking about the things that you really enjoy and being able to be in corporate without being judged. But it was cool, man. So the excursions were good. The first one we did was to Isla Mujeres. We took a catamaran over there. Brother, if you have ever been in the Caribbean, son, the one thing that I did this time around that me and my wife will never do again is we put on non-SPF proof chapstick while we were on this thing. This is not the color of my lips, y'all. If you look at all episodes, my lips ain't supposed to be this black.
I seen it. And I was like, maybe the cigar life is crazy down there. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he just caught up to it. I know he's getting into it, but man, it caught you.
Yeah, it caught me good, and it was like a regular Tuesday in Brooklyn. Wife's like, "You want chapstick?" Of course, I want chapstick. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on the side. I think we was on the catamaran on the way back, and she's like, "Your lips look mad red." I was like,
"You think?"
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't look at them. You know what I mean? So I was like, "I trust you, man." When I got back, oh my God, my lips, son's lips.
Shit.
It was terrible, man.
Oh man. I know that caught everybody for a shock. They said, look at your lips, look at your lips.
Bro, I'll tell you.
No.
I woke up, I was like, what's happening?
What's happening? I know he was getting extra scrubbing, like, yo, this guy, what the
Yo, man, that drove me nuts. But the catamaran there was cool. The crew was real cool. I don't really mess with the snorkeling. I don't get in the water out there. And let me tell you how they almost tried to kill us, bro. Sometimes in certain islands, they have parts of the ocean where, you can stand up in it, man. It's not that bad. So they tell us that we're going to a part where people can get out and go freely. So I'm looking at them and I'm looking at the water. I'm like, that don't look like stand up. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, no, you can get out in there and go free. I was like, nah, bro, I need to see somebody else jump in there. And let me tell you, bro, 2 people jumped in there and they said, it's deep. Yeah, it's deep. Can you imagine if I jumped in there?
No vest, right? Just me and my trunks? Nah, I'm good on that. I'm good on all that. Sorry.
Bro, I died instantly. I was like, yo, 40 years in Brooklyn to die in the middle of the fucking Mexico. Nah, bro, this ain't Narcos.
Man, nobody wants that. Oh, no.
Not at all, man. But other than that, we get to the island. The island was dope. We get on these golf carts and we're riding around Isla Mujeres. Literally felt like riding around in Narcos, man. You see people just living their regular lives. I think we saw the Mexican Uber Eats real quick. It was real cool, man. And we got to shop at certain places, take pictures. They actually charge you $1 out there to use the bathroom, bro. It was crazy.
I bet you started thinking about it every time you had to go, right? Not as frequent as it used to be. It's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. I can wait till I get back. $1 for the bathroom flush.
I kid you not, man. But yeah, so then the second day we did zip lining, ATVs. They had the cenote where you can, like zip line into the water or jump off the cliff into the water. I had no parts of that shit. But everything was cool, man. But yo, Dream Sapphire in Mexico, man. I got a lot of bad reviews for y'all. Like I said, the food was not that great. But here's the question I have. I need to understand why when you go to these countries, right, it's hot, y'all. Like in Mexico, it was like 95, 98 every day, but it feels like 100. These restaurants will not let you attend unless you have a button-up shirt on.
Like no swimsuit attire kind of thing? Or like...
Bruh, I had like a sleeveless shirt. Like it wasn't like a tank top. It was just a sleeveless shirt. You could see the arms.
You had the guns out. No guns in the club, bro. You know how it go, man. You had the guns out. That's why.
So I'm like, I don't understand. Now, granted, they will let the ladies in with their dresses, but they won't let the men in. You know what I mean? To me, that was like reverse sexism. Like what are we trying to say here? I can't have my arms out, but you can't, but the ladies can. And don't let me knock you, ladies. You look great in the dresses, but I'm sweating too. You know what I mean? I'm sweating too. Do I really got to put a button up to come sit here for maybe an hour to walk right back out into this hot ass Caribbean sun? I don't think that's right.
If you had a sleeveless button up, would they have let you in?
No, it wasn't even the buttons, bro. It was because the arms.
It was more arms than anything.
Arms, man. It was the arms.
Said no crew necks are better around here. That's crazy. Damn. Man. I don't know, man. Between the restaurant life and paying to use the bathroom, bro, I better go with some loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man.
It was so that really drove me nuts, man. And then it was at the second to last night. My wife almost got into it with this guy because the buffet we've been going to for at least 3 days, 3 nights. I've been there all the time with whatever on. All of a sudden, this one night, you got to have a shirt. You can't have the sleeveless shirt on. And my wife's like, but we've been in here every day. And then he was like, no, that's not true because you would have got kicked out of some bullshit like that. Yo, my wife was like,
they called me a lie.
Yeah, she was like, and he did one of these snap things to her. I was like, oh shit.
like, where's my passport? Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hate to ask. How did it end? You guys came home, so everything's all right?
Yeah, we were able to maneuver to sit down, you know what I'm saying, and get food. And then after that, it was just it kind of put a dull, fix on the night. But yeah, man, I would definitely go back, just a different resort, man. I think that resort, the entertainment people were really cool. I give them, I give them a vibe, you know what I'm saying? They kept everything live in the pool. And there's 2 animals I actually got introduced out there unwillingly to, but they show you like in the resort what they are. So one is a Serenke, and then another one is a Coati. You all can look that up on your own.
The dog family, are they bigger?
So the Serenke damn near look like it's in the rat family. And the Coati, we learned, is from the raccoon family. So y'all can go look that up. Serenke and Coati. So
were they like rabies?
They made sure to tell us about these animals when we first pulled up in the resort, so we didn't go running off to security talking about, yo, man, y'all got an infestation.
I got some shit happening. Oh, nah, I'm good on that. You said I left New York for a reason. I ain't come here for this. Oh, shit, that's fine.
Absolutely. But shout out to the extended family out there, man. They know who they are. We had a really good time, no complaints. Seeing the smile on my son's face, a lot of the stuff he's never done before, never seen before. And then, of course, my wife having that time to unwind and do everything. It was really good to be a part of that and make that happen for them. So
that's what's up, man. Happy for y'all.
Put a bow on everything, man.
That's what's up. A nice way to cap the summer off, man. That's what's up, man. Mexico. Hey, outside of some chapstick, it sounded like all right, man. You was good out there, man.
Bro. I'm still feeling, man.
Hey, man. Hey, part of the game, man. It's hot out there. 100 it up, man. You gotta get the big hats. The big hats.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. I had it on too, man. It just wasn't enough. That Caribbean sun is unforgiving, and we learned that. We learned that big time. But shout out to anybody who is out in New Jersey. This week, NJ Transit is actually free for the whole week. Governor Murphy has announced a transit fare holiday for all customers from August 26th through September 2nd. During this period, fares will be waived for all NJ Transit modes of transportation, and free rides will be offered across the NJ Transit system as a thank you to the hundreds of thousands of loyal customers who depend on public transit. Customers are not required to purchase or present tickets to travel during this period. Tickets will be required to travel again beginning September 3rd, 2024.
Fucked up. How did it end right before school start? I didn't get the kids one day. That's messed up, man. They know what they're doing. They say, get them while everybody's away on vacation this week. Yeah, yeah.
Smart,
I see you, New Jersey. I ain't low.
Definitely, man. But listen, bro, I know I was away, but I was definitely tuned in to the Democratic National Convention, brother.
Okay.
Did you catch any of it?
So the Obama clips, man. He's the only person that's really important in these times, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately. But I didn't see it all. Did you catch most of it, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I saw the Obama clips. I didn't catch it in real time, though.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. Whoever's their press person who had people geeked that Beyonce was gonna come out. That was amazing, man. That was good work.
Threw it out there. Well, I'm pretty sure a good amount of people was like, nah, she's gonna show up any minute now. Any minute now. I don't think she's coming. Like, you know what I mean? But had the internet fooled for a little bit.
Yeah, man. I heard people hung around a little bit longer after Kamala, you know what I'm saying, was even finished with her speech. So yeah, but definitely, man, the Obamas did their thing, man. Michelle Obama, she is gold, man. And you know, Uncle Obama, we miss him, we love him, we miss Auntie Michelle. It hasn't been the same since they left the White House, man.
You know, like Obama swag was on $1 million, right? So when he left, for some reason we assumed that, you know, the swag would, you know, transfer over with the job, but it stopped right there. It stopped as soon as he left with the whip. So the swag in the office just ain't been the same. So whenever he gets up to a podium and it's a national stage, yes, it's good to get a glimpse of what it was.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
All right, man. We about to make that shift over into one of my favorite segments of this show, man. I'm not a doctor. I just play one here on FCP, y'all. Today we are starting off with Pfizer. They are actually following in Eli Lilly's website, selling directly to patients. So if you remember back during the height of COVID, Pfizer had developed vaccines very fast, and there was a lot of questions about how fast they were able to do that. Now, a lot of these pharmaceutical companies, they work through vendors, they work through physician offices to sell, you know, to get a lot of their products bought so that patients can get them. But it seems like they're struggling with the plunging demand for COVID products. So they have a new plan to reach potential customers and cut out the middleman selling drugs directly straight to the patients. Now, Eli Lilly does this through a program called Lilly Direct Portal, where patients can get their diabetes treatments or any other medications directly from the source. So it's going to be interesting to see how this benefits Pfizer's bottom line. Of course, there'll be checks and balances with this to make sure that the providers and physicians' office still get their supply. But yeah, man,
Not the middleman.
Yeah, looking at scheduling consultations for like $35. I mean, if you think about it, y'all, if you look at your cost share, that's your co-pays or your co-insurance or your deductibles. When you go into the doctor's office or when you get procedures done, costs are going up dramatically because a lot of the times your employers, you know, they don't really want to cover too much of that cost, right? So a lot of that cost falls on you, whether you're fully insured or self-insured, it all depends. And then now they're saying, well, why pay that heavy deductible and going into the doctor's office? You could come right to the source. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that.
Keep your eyes open on that one.
Definitely. And then when we're talking about, your primary care physician, right? You know, this is when you go get your annual checkup. Probably some of y'all, you know, work for institutions where you get an annual credit if you get your checkup at a certain time frame. I actually had to squeeze the wife in for hers, so she's good. So they're actually talking about, and this is coming from New York City Health and Hospitals, cutting down new adult and pediatrician primary care appointment times in half. So I believe the current new appointment time is around 40, 45 minutes. They're looking to cut that down to like 20 minutes. Now, there's two things about this that are interesting, right? If you've ever been to a doctor's office, think about how much time you spend with the doctor versus how much time they're coming in taking your vitals, how much time you're sitting there just waiting for somebody to come in the room. You're probably already just getting like 20 minutes. So I'm a little concerned as to what the goal of this is. And I have to do a little bit more research on this because I'm very concerned that now patients are not going to get the quality care. And these are new patients. Imagine, this is the first time you're sitting in front of this doctor and the time is being cut in half. I don't know.
It doesn't feel like a lot of conversation happens at these appointments, but where I do see the point in the time cut, especially actual doctor talk. You know what I mean? It's a quick, check the books, see what the vitals were. Oh, good, or bad. Plan for A, B, C. But listen, if it helps me get appointments quicker than waiting 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks out, I'm with it. You know what I mean? But the primary, sometimes they're like, hey, yeah, we got some open on Tuesday. Oh, great. Yeah. Tuesday in November. Like, you know what I mean? Like that happens a lot with your primary if it's not like a dire need. So I can see that helping out a lot of the local men.
Yeah. For a new patient visit, that's going to be interesting. You know what I mean?
And these are hospitals, not specialty physicians. If it was a new patient that needs that extra time, right?
Well, right now it's at primary care. Right now it's at primary care, and this is New York City Health and Hospitals, so definitely it's going to apply to hospitals. Private practices, we'll see how that goes, but yeah, man, this is going to be interesting. I want to see how this goes because you know what's next, right? If they cut down the time, a lot of the billing and documentation, the new medical decision making is based on time. So now, if your time gets cut, next is going to be your pockets. So I don't know how I don't think a lot of physicians are going to be happy about that. This is going to get a lot of scrutiny.
Oh, yeah. Like I can see right now, like if taking your vitals isn't part of this appointment visit, yours is getting zoomed in, my man. We're going to have this conversation just like this, talking about your health. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have your recent shit up right next to me. Like, oh, wow. Yeah, seems you lost some weight. You know what I mean? Or whatever it may be, but it's going to be crazy. They're not going to care.
Nah, not at all, man. Hey, listen, if it gets more patients in the door to get the quality time they need with the physician, I am all for it. I'm just so used to these physicians, not some of these physicians, because there are good physicians, primary care physicians out there. Some of these physicians, they do not spend that much time with the patient. To your point, Kenny, is, hey, how you doing? How's everything? You having any chronic issues? Anything you want to talk to me about? All right, you need any prescriptions? You're straight, you're good. All right, man. Sheila's gonna come in, take your vitals, you piss in the cup, see you in 6 months. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, like I was in the break room long and I was in this real room. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. Absolutely. On this show, we've talked a lot about the continued conversation around Wegovy, Mounjaro, Ozempic. These are the GP1 medications that people have been using for weight loss. And so the first thing I'm going to bring up is there's 4 updates that are out there around Mounjaro and Wegovy. All right. So while we're seeing the increased efficiency on people with weight loss using these drugs, there are some things that they do want to point out. And I believe the first thing we have here is that there are still growing concerns around people who are trying to open up their pens to actually stretch the dosage that they're able to use. This is causing a lot of concern to physicians around how people are misdosing themselves. And then, as we've talked about on the show before, there's the compounding, which are people who are overdosing on some of these doses when they have their own pens. But overall, they like what these they like what the application of these medications are doing to guide people in weight loss. Remember, it's just an assist. You still have to eat right. You still have to go to the gym about that, because I can tell you there's proof out there of people who are using this medication, but they're not putting in the work and nothing's happening and they're wondering why. And then the next thing I'll talk about is Eli Lilly is at it again, where they are now shaving prices on some of their vials for some of these type 2 diabetes medications. I believe last year they actually brought down the cost of one of their medications to like $30. I mean, it's easy money for them because the supply is there in the millions. So they don't need to charge that much for it. So you can see that's driving them up. And if you're paying attention to their stock, I mean, right now it's getting into September. So it's around that time that stocks like to drop a bit. But it's a great time to buy into something like Eli Lilly. Quick disclaimer, I am not a stock or investing expert. Do not listen to me. Do your own damn research and go listen to somebody who is an expert.
Shout out to Berkshire. Apple too.
Yes, NVIDIA. Anyway. All right. So real quick, ladies, we're going over into the FCP sports segment, but do not leave because this definitely relates to y'all. Hell, this is a message to y'all, right? Next Thursday, the NFL season begins. All right. And there is a very infamous reel that is going around on IG. It is the 2-week notice to all women about the NFL schedule and what we will not be able to do as far as our husband and fatherly duties during this time. So this is our FCP public service announcement to all of you girlfriends, wives, side chicks, whatever role that you play in your man's life, that these days are coming. We know you may not like it. Hell, you might as well join in at this point and be a part of the committee. But you know, this is just our warning to y'all that it all begins next Thursday. This is that part of this, you know, that part of the year where we're not really there for the birthday parties, the baby showers, all that crap. It's not
busy. Booked. Wow, busy.
It's not really happening. And if we are there, guess what? We're on the phone watching the game anyway. So it's like getting a surrogate.
I already started. I told my wife last week, it was week 0. She said, "What is that?" I was like, "Yeah." It's week 0. Week 0. We're here. She said, "But the games ain't so." I said, "It's week 0." It's like, we're here now. I let the preseason go, right? I let the preseason go. I ain't saying nothing to you. It's week 0 now. See you.
Nothing. Did the fantasy draft in your sleep? All that. You had no idea what was happening.
I had no idea what was going on in that bathroom.
Absolutely. But listen, I think it's great that, you know, for the women who are, you know, just they do try and watch some of the games. They try and, you know, follow the game. We appreciate y'all. You guys are gems. I know it makes me cry sometimes when my wife says, "I'll watch football with you." It's like, let's get married all over again. You know what I mean? Like, it's an amazing moment. Then probably like 20 minutes in, she's like, "Nah, I'm good."
Sleeping before the first quarter is over. You know how it goes. I appreciate the effort.
Absolutely.
I know you said something about the fantasy draft. You got your picks lined up? You good to go this season?
No fantasy draft for me. Just gonna do my usual parlays, FanDuel, all that good stuff, man.
All right. ESPN, they're trying to help the people out this time around. You know, they let you know who you shouldn't be picking up in your first round or second round or third round for that matter. If you are holding these personal draft picks, these little fantasy teams. A lot of names there shocked me, man. I wasn't happy to see a lot of these guys. Patrick Mahomes. I don't get it. A lot of these, couple of these dudes is Hall of Famers, man. I don't know why you wouldn't want them on your team. But
who put this together?
Gentleman named Eric Carabel, ESPN affiliate. See you right over there. Rumor has it he knows the game. But Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen, the quarterbacks alone, like Josh Allen, he's streaky, but he's gonna get you some points.
Yeah. Sounds like he's trying to cook the books over there, man.
Yeah. He might be doing it to set people up for his own fantasy. He picked Mahomes first type shit. You know how it go.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I wish him the best.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So over to the WNBA, man. This past week was amazing for Maya Moore. She is a WNBA legend who had her jersey retired at the Minnesota Lynx game. UConn legend who last played in the WNBA in 2018, but she didn't officially retire until 2023. Now, the interesting thing about why she left the WNBA in 2018 is that she stepped away from basketball to focus on social justice. Specifically, she helped fight for the release of Jonathan Irons, a family friend who was wrongly imprisoned for over 20 years. His conviction was overturned in March of 2020, and he was released from prison that July. So Maya Moore won WNBA championships, college championships, and she was just the pinnacle. She's still a Jordan Brand athlete and just an overall amazing human being. And you could tell from this picture, man, she was just totally taken back. She got a custom jacket, I believe, from the Lynx, and then Jordan Brand gave her custom gold Jordans to take home, man. Amazing.
Yes, Maya Moore. She put on for a lot of people, for sure.
Yeah.
College and the WNBA. Shouts.
Absolutely. We don't give enough praise to women, period, right? But these WNBA women come fresh off of having children, get right back into the league and start playing basketball and earning their money. It's just amazing to see what these ladies are doing and just sticking on their amazing accomplishments. Angel Reese continues to just take off with the WNBA. She had 3 straight games with 20 plus rebounds, man. She has the rookie double-double record with 22 double-doubles, tied with Tina Charles, who plays, I think, for the Atlanta Dream. And staying on Angel Reese, man, she has a new podcast, Unapologetically Angel, that'll debut on September 5th. Her co-host is producer Maya Reese. I believe she used to be on the Overtime Show. This is sponsored through Shaq's Jersey Legend Productions and Playmakers HQ's internal productions team. So, I mean, the girl is getting the bag from every level while her name's hot, while she's playing the game to her utmost ability. So shout out to Angel Reese, man.
Breaking barriers. Like that 20 a game is nuts right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen some fake slang like, oh, she's getting a lot of offensive rebounds. I'm like, yeah, so the rebounds. I don't. Rebound's a rebound. If you didn't get it, she got it. You know what I mean? So she's doing her thing at it.
Yeah, man. So. And then they played the Aces. The Sky played the Aces the other day. Let me tell you, man, this game was lit. It went all the way down to the wire, man. Kennedy Carter hits 2 clutch threes. You're thinking it's going into OT. And when I tell you guys, the game isn't over until it's zeros all over the shot clock, man. And it was an inbound pass, nice screen set by Kelsey Plum to get Asia Wilson open. She gets the ball, instant layup, game is over. I was just like, what just happened?
They continue to do it. They keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
Yeah. And you know the sad thing is you look at the replay, you're like, maybe she got it off after the shot clock.
OT, please. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But sticking on Asia Wilson, man, she had a hell of a week. After hitting that game winner against the Sky, she dropped 42 on the Dallas Wings, even though the Aces lost. But this makes her the 4th player in WNBA history with 3 or more 40-point games, joining Breanna Stewart, Diana Taurasi, and Maya Moore, who we just talked about. So Asia Wilson is just campaigning for another MVP season. I mean,
I see no reason not to give it to her. I see no reason not to. You know what I mean? I feel like she's in that Nikola Jokic kind of lane. It's like, yeah, I'm still the best doing it. So who else you gonna give it to? You know what I mean?
Big facts, man. And then, sticking with WNBA basketball tonight, Caitlin Clark set the single season 3-point record with her 86th 3-point of the season. So she continues to set the league on fire. Just amazing job by her. And if you remember during the Olympics, man, for France, Gabby Williams was one of their stars who got them to the championship game against the United States and was a foot away from, if not winning the game, sending it into overtime, I believe. She signed with the Seattle Storm in her debut this past Monday against the Mystics. She played 26 minutes, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, only 3 points. Seattle Storm has a lot of talent on that team, so
yeah, I was hoping she could get it on the way back, but it's rough. Can't beat everybody.
Yeah, but 4 assists, 4 rebounds in 26 minutes. That's a good amount of time to be in the game, facilitate things, and I'm pretty sure she'll find her way over the next couple of games. Shout out to Gabby Williams doing her thing.
Big facts.
All right, man. Just 2 more things before we shift over to TV shows, movies, and music. NBA filed a motion to dismiss Warner Brothers Discovery lawsuit against them. This is where we've been talking about how the NBA media rights are moving from Warner Brothers, TBS, and TNT over to Amazon and NBC. So now the NBA is asking the Supreme Court to dismiss the lawsuit with prejudice, meaning it can't be filed again in the future. They claim that Warner Brothers Discovery attempted to rewrite the terms of Amazon's offer, making significant alterations and then asking the NBA to accept those terms. So typically in any contract, towards the end of that contract, they do give the current person who owns the media rights a chance to match the offer. But matching the offer means you don't change anything about the offer. You just match the offer and all right, we'll stay with you. But as you can see here, Warner Brothers Discovery, TBS tried to be a little funny. Amazon's offer was roughly $1.8 billion per year, where $2.45 billion per year was going to be allocated. Now, NBA lawyers also stated that TBS's revisions constituted a counteroffer that the NBA was free to reject. So now Warner Brothers Discovery didn't agree to match Amazon's offer to pay roughly 3 years of its right fee, which is totaled at $5.4 billion upfront in escrow. So overall, NBA lawyers are stating that they have provided in their filings with the Supreme Court that TBS's offer was in no way a match to Amazon's offer. Therefore, they want this whole thing thrown out so they can go about their business.
Amazon has got way too much money to be playing around with. He said, listen, man.
Way too much,
Brad. He said, tell them boys they had a run. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, take a back seat, man. Take the Showtime show with you. Damn.
Absolutely. And to close out the FCP Sports Corner, man, on August 23rd, man, RIP to Kobe Bean Bryant. He would have turned 46 on August 23rd. And then, of course, August 24th was Kobe Day. So you saw all of the great memorabilia, all the tributes. Loving the new statue of him and his daughter, her name drawing a blank on it, Gigi, that they have. Just, it still feels surreal. The NBA is still not the same since he passed, but definitely good to see the tributes for Kobe.
For sure. Time be flying, man.
Definitely, man. All right, so over to TV show, movie, and music, man. First thing, man.
A crowd special as far as on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt it was pretty cool.
Yeah, man, that was a really good comedy show. I mean, this guy, if you've ever seen any of his clips on Instagram, he's funny, he's direct. I can't wait to see him in person whenever I get the chance, man. But yeah, his comedy special Lucid on Netflix is really cool. Today, I got a chance to check out the untold story, the murder of McNair, Steve McNair, who was a really good quarterback that played for the Tennessee Titans. I believe got drafted in like 95 and played up until like the 2000s, I believe.
Yeah, I know. I want to catch that one. I told it was really good, but how was it overall in your opinion?
It was interesting for me, bro, because in documentaries about untold stories of people who were murdered, you think the focus is going to be more on like the person and the story about the murder. They focused a lot on football in this one, and it was a little off because you know how in some movies they do the back and forth, but in this, it wasn't really like a episode kind of thing where it brought you deep into his life or into the controversial characters who supposedly could have played a part in his murder. It was just really, here's some football, here's what happened to him. Here's some football, here's a story about this. It was a little back and forth, man. So I don't know. You check it out and let me know what you think about it.
Yeah, I was hoping they got more into the the personal side thing. All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
I did see a commercial for a new show coming out though on Netflix, slated for early October, called Starting Five. Very similar to how they did the receivers and quarterbacks last year, but they're going to be following a few NBA stars this upcoming season, from Jimmy Butler, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, Domantas Sabonis, and Jason Tatum. So it should be interesting. I would like to see the whole LeBron effect, and I did see how he firmly put to end this past weekend about his son calling him dad while on the court. It's a no-go. I appreciate that. You got to call him 2-3 a GOAT. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can't be wide open talking about dad. Throw the alley. It's just weird. It's just weird at this level.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, definitely. I want to see if Jason Tatum. I really want to hear how Jason Tatum felt about his treatment on the Olympic team. I still feel he got slighted, coming off of such an amazing NBA season. Not quite sure what happened with the rotation there. Yeah. I know he did get his minutes, but at the same time, I would love for him to tell he's probably never going to tell the
Nah, but he might say that for the tell-all, like when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? He said that 24 Olympic team. Let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, might get that later in life.
Yeah, I agree. Make sure you follow, subscribe, comment, share this with your people, man. We appreciate the support as always. Shout out to the kids getting back to school. That's the next generation. We love it. You know what I mean? Whether they're back in school already or they're getting ready to go back, it's that time of year where, the peace comes back in the home. So I think as adults, we're happy about it.
Days off hit different now.
Hell yeah, man. It's just the back to school shopping that hits you the hardest, but it's all good. Week by week, man. We don't need the whole year right now. You know what I mean? You got to coordinate with what you got. That's right. Start looking at the pants from last year, like, yep, you still fit into these, man.
Yeah, these are. You got another week in these. Bless.
Yeah, thank you. All right, man, we out of here. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. You know what I mean? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show where you are now released back into your regularly scheduled programming. Corporate life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm Senor Lee.
Catmac.
I'll see you next pay week where we lock back in to a free state of mind.